Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Last Phoenix, man. I'm here to just talk about this Lakers Detroit Pistons situation with Isaiah Stewart and LeBron James. Personally, what my take on it, I was actually watching the game yesterday. When they was at the line, they didn't really show exactly what happened until they actually slowed it down and touched on it from a different angle. But the way they had the angle when I want to say it was Jeremy Grant shooting the free throw, you couldn't really see what was going on though. But end of the day, man, when you slow it down, when you slow down the video does look bad. It looks bad when you slow it down. It looks like, oh, LeBron looked at him first and he kind of made a face when he do. At the end of the day, you have to understand it's almost instinctual for you to make, first and foremost, make a face and clench your fist up to try to get out of a hostile situation though, where somebody is clamping you up or holding you or something. You like trying to put like mother. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at it, it didn't really look like it was intentional. When you slow it down, that should definitely look intentional. But when you look at it from the fast view, it didn't look intentional at all. It just looked like LeBron was trying to break free. You got to add in all aspects to the whole situation though, and everything that you've seen. If you look at the play, I looked at the play probably like 15 times, and what I seen is Isaiah Stewart had LeBron clinched up. And he had LeBron also off balance when he was putting his forearm into him. He was putting his forearm into LeBron. So we have to take that in consideration as well. And I believe that LeBron being off balance is the reason that Isaiah Stewart had gotten hit in the face, because he was leaning toward that area. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, he was leaning toward that area though. What else, man? I mean, man, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I hope Isaiah Stewart looks back at that video and really understands that what he did was out of pocket. LeBron deserved what he had gotten when he got ejected. I did not hear any of the refs, say that he was formally ejected last night. I mean, that Isaiah Stewart was formally ejected. I don't think he was, but I'm pretty sure he got a good gash to the point where he probably couldn't come back. Or it was just a mental or emotional thing where he just couldn't come back. Because, I mean, hey, the whole Lakers squad was trying to protect LeBron, man, at the end of the day. So, I mean, Isaiah Stewart even coming back to that game, he was coming back to smoke that was in the air already. He coming back to smoke already. And LeBron wasn't even out there. You know what I'm saying? So it probably was in his best interest to not go back into that game. Because it didn't need to go further than that, man. I'm hoping that he doesn't really, take a severe punishment for this, but he's definitely going to get some suspensions. I'm hoping that they don't really waive him or anything. I hope he doesn't get traded, man. I think he has a good place on Detroit. They need some new pieces, but he has a good place on Detroit, man. And he's a solid player. But yeah, I just hope he looks back at this, man, and understands that it's certain ways you got to be, man. You can't be overly emotional like that in a situation like that, man. I mean, we talk about millions of dollars on the line, and you acting crazy though. It looked like you was like a crazy dude. You know what I mean? Honestly, man, hey, the people in Rochester, we got faith in you, dog. You gotta get your mental together, man. You shouldn't have went out like that, man. And I'm not saying in the sense of like, oh, you should have just hit LeBron. And I'm talking about in the sense of like, yo, listen, it's dudes that get hit in the NBA and they lay on the floor, man. They just lay on the floor until the play stops. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta just do that though. At the end of the day, they were gonna look at that play and they probably were still going to eject LeBron regardless, because he hit you with an elbow and a fist. It wasn't intentional. I don't think it was intentional, but I ain't gonna say it is what it is, man. Honestly, these young players, they got to be better, man. Keep your emotions in check. It hurts to see it coming from a dude that came from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all good though, man. At the end of the day, man. Like I said, I hope he still has a place on that team and just in the league in general. And yeah. But yeah, man, anybody who disagrees with me just about like whether it was intentional or unintentional, just look at all aspects of the play. Like Yeah, just look at all aspects of the play, and also look at the positioning of both players. If you look at both of these things, you really pay close attention, you'll understand that this was unintentional. It was an unintentional play. He got grazed above the eye with the elbow, and then he got hit with the back of the fist on LeBron trying to escape that little tanglement that they had, you know. So it is what it is, man. Like it happens. Basketball's a contact sport. I've dealt with stuff like this myself. Just, you know, getting hit with inadvertent, you know, elbows and fists and all that stuff, man. It happens, man. I'm not gonna trip. But yeah, man. That was my take on it. LA, good win. That was a good win last night. Russell really turned it up, man. That's the Russell we need, man. He turned it up. And Detroit played real good too, man. They played real good, man. That boy Jeremy Grant, he's a problem. He's a real life problem. But that was my take on it, man. The Lakers. The Lakers versus Pistons, man. And just that whole scuffle, that whole situation, man. But man, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, man. Last Phoenix out. Peace.